Hi, everybody. It is Sasha here. I wanted to take some time and really thoroughly explain what we're going to be doing for our shadow art project. This way, you can come completely prepared, or even if you decide at the last minute, you'll really understand exactly what the choices are that are available to you. And then you'll also be able, if you want in advance, to tailor it specifically to you. So I'm going to be fostering for everybody a shadow art project. What that means is we're going to be creating a piece of art, a piece of work, uh, but not just creating it from our own creative selves. We're going to be creating it from a piece of our shadow self. So when I talk about the shadow, I'm talking about always something about ourselves or some piece of ourselves that we are aware of, but don't necessarily access for whatever reason. And what winds up happening is when we go through the process of doing shadow work, we find all of this kind of a reserve of energy, writing or creating from a place of the shadow um, really can unleash some really powerful things because we don't normally allow ourselves, right, to go into these deeply creative, deeply murderous, deeply repressed parts of ourselves. So, in a very safe space, we are going to be accessing all of this creativity and energy and then channeling it through an art project for you. So, since there's so many different ways we can express ourselves, I'm giving you the opportunity to choose one of three art projects that you'd like to create in the space that we're all going to share together. So, and I'll list really quickly what those three things are, and then I'm going to go into detail on each one of them so you can better prepare and pick out which one you'd like to do. So the three projects that you can work on, that you have a choice to work on, one of the, you can pick whatever you like of the three. One is a mixed media shadow art collage. So a mixed media shadow art collage. I'll be explaining that in a minute. Your second choice, if you so choose, is a written arts project. A written arts project. So this will be something in and around the writing of a story, the recording of a story, or maybe perhaps the beginning of a story that you'd like to write. And the third choice that you have is to actually create a book of shadows, a book of tarot shadows, literally create the actual book. So now that I've told you your three choices, a mixed media art collage, a written arts project, or a book of shadows, let me go deeper into exactly what that entails, what that means. Um, so for the mixed media art collage, this is going to be really a visual expression of your shadow self, right? So this is going to be you bringing and then selecting from the room a collection of visual representations that you would like to bring into your life. So we're going to be working through our shadow. So these are things that maybe you've always wanted for yourself, but never really allowed yourself to have, right? So you could be using found objects like fabric, paper, photographs, clipped magazine images. If there's mystical images that you really enjoy and love, bring them with you. Stickers, gems, dried botanicals, and that's going to go on a poster board, right, for that collage. So yeah, it's a really great opportunity for you to kind of access your shadow by finding out what exactly it's drawn to. So I love that. I love a mixed media art collage. I love them making them. I love them in museums. So it's going to be so much fun. Now, if you'd rather dive into the written arts, your second choice is the written arts. And when I'm talking about that, you can, of course, if something else springs to mind, do that. But you can begin work on a short story, a novel, perhaps some poetry, perhaps beginning a memoir. So what you're going to be doing is using the shadow art process to decorate a sacred notebook, right, for your personal written work. So what you're going to be doing is creating a notebook or decorating a notebook, a folder, a binder, and then you can decorate this with your favorite things, tarot cards, images of your favorite authors, books, quotes, and then you'll have an opportunity to begin actually writing and working inside this sacred notebook by channeling your shadow into the notebook after you decorate it. So definitely, if you want to do a written arts, bring a notebook, a large journal, or a binder. This is really a receptacle, a sacred place that you are going to decorate and kind of construct that then you can put these words, these beautiful words inside of for yourself. And it might just be even a place where it's the beginning of the like you might use this notebook as the beginning place of a larger piece of work. So yeah, and if you're so compelled and you just want to purely write through the art project, feel free, to do that. This is your time, your opportunity to channel your shadow in any artistic form. And the third option that you have is to create a book of shadows, right? Which is book of unique and personal knowledge. So very much in the same way as the written arts, which would be in theory a nice big book, a notebook, or a binder that you could bring that you can use the shadow art collage process. You can decorate your book of shadows with your favorite things, with power totems, with inspired images of gods, goddesses, tarot cards, glitter, sparkle. You might want to bring pictures of your ancestors, photocopy some of your favorite, family photos, and just sky's the limit in terms of what really inspires you, and also who and what it is that as we move out of 2024 and into 25. um, what is the direction that you want to move in? Where do you want to draw power from? Is it ancestral? Is it supernatural? Is it about opening new doors, new gates, ending old patterns? Look for these things. Look for the visual representation that you can bring along and incorporate into your art project. Because whatever it is that you wind up finishing when we're done with the project, you'll be able to keep this with you for the rest of your life. And you will always look back at this collage or this writing journal or this book of shadows, right? This grimoire, and remember exactly where you were and what you were doing when we started. And we also get to kind of selfishly build on the energy of everyone that's going to be in the room with us. I remember doing this project with doing the art project, creating an altar with Andrew McGregor last conference, and it was extraordinary. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, and it is my honor to help open you up and access more of the divinity that rests inside of you. So, yay. I will see you guys in a few days. Take care. See you soon.